Anyway, speaking of growth, the mother of all digital fairs has certainly grown.
Yes, I want to know more about that. Mother of all digital fairs.
That's right.
I think we have someone on the line to talk about it.
Director
we already, Mr. Woon Tai Hai?
He's the chairman of PIKOM. So, very good afternoon to you, sir.
Mr.
Woon, are you there? All right, we seem to have lost him.
Okay, it's okay.
Quick revelation on the mother of all digital fairs. It's basically the PC Fair, and it will be coming back to town. So if we can get Mr. Woon back on the line, we'll be talking more about that.
Probably ask him about patriotism in
in digital fairs.
Digital fairs.
And also, you know, it'd be interesting to find out what the younger generation want, because there is this generation of people who just skip PCs and gone straight to phones.
I think we have managed to get Mr. Woon back online. Mr. Woon?
Hello, hi.
Hi, how are you?
Good, good.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon to you.
So, could you tell us a bit about how the mother of all digital fairs really started out?
Okay, great. I'm really looking forward to this. I think all of us have heard about this PIKOM PC Fair, which we've been having for the last 15 years, very successful, where all the gadgets and devices have been showcasing. And also in 2008, we actually introduced the first ever Digital Lifestyle Expo, very much showcasing on the what is available. That was like 5 years ago. Now, this coming weekend, we're going to have what we call it the mother of all digital fairs, where we actually collaborated with two other very strategic partners. One of them is of course SKMM or MCMC, Multimedia Commission, where we're going to showcase what we call the Digital Lifestyle Expo in the how rather than the what. Now, we show all the devices and all the gadgets, but to really understand what this digital lifestyle is about, it's about how and what's available in the digital world today. And it will be over August 23rd to the 25th, over 3 days weekend. Of course, we're going to reenact the household name PIKOM PC Fair again with all the bargains and all the discounts and the draws and all that. If you all remember, last year we actually had a lucky draw for a trip around the world, and the year before we have a lucky draw for a car. But this year we're going to change the pace a bit. Instead of giving one major prize to one individual or lucky individual, we're going to spread out the prizes to more people. We're going to have draws like every day, every hour, daily. I'll talk about that later on. But more importantly, this year's fair will be a bigger scope, especially with this partnering with SKMM. And of course, the third partner, which is very important, is actually mobile. Today's with the younger generation, or even oldies like all of us, we are still very mobile today. So we are partnering with Comtech Asia and bringing in together what they call the Go Mobile Fair. So actually 3 fairs in one. That's why we call it Mother of All Digital Fair. Just a quick logistic: 394 booths over 5 halls in KLCC. We are expecting in excess of at least 150,000 visitors, if not more. And as we were discussing among ourselves, this collaboration with SKMM and also Comtech Asia will certainly open up a whole new digital world and the potential it can bring, focusing on not just the what, but the how, and also simulating daily life in a connected and integrated digital world sometime in a not too distant future.
Well, there is this generation, as you pointed out, that skip PCs and go straight to mobile devices. They're on smartphones faster than they ever were. I mean, right out of the bat, they kind of don't really use PCs anymore. Everything is done on their mobile phones. So, would you predict that in the future, the PC Fair would have to kind of modify its name a little bit?
I think that's a very, very good point. In fact, I would say that the PC era has actually provided us with tremendous benefits and actually transformed our life. But this is, I see it as a journey. It will be a natural progression from what we call the desktop, the fixed line, to a more mobile and more what I call a smartphone-based tablets and all that. There's no doubt about it. So therefore, our PC Fair, so to call, in fact, the word PC Fair is probably a bit of a misnomer now, in the sense that we are not just selling PC, we're actually selling a lot more wireless, mobiles and tablets. So you're right. Certainly we need to sort of look at that in that aspect to maybe sort of reinvent it a bit. But certainly with this fair the coming fair this weekend, that is an opportunity for us to actually move towards a more mobile, more wireless, and definitely what we term the tablets era.
Check out the
Mr. Woon,
yes.
Based on its success last year, have you at least considered to make it bigger, to throw it outside of KL?
We are also talking about it. Okay, we call this model. In fact, so far PC Fair has been throughout the countries in the last few years. We have up to 33 fairs throughout the year. So we have cut down a bit now. But certainly you're right. If this is going to be a very good success one, and there's no reason why we shouldn't bring this mother-of fair to what I call it a satellite fair in a different big towns in Malaysia. Because, like it or not, digital is not about urban; it's also rural. So that gap have to be met. So certainly, yes, we will be talking to all our strategic partners. Of course, it depends on our outcome. If you guys can promote this as best as you can, and a lot of people come for the fair this weekend, and surely that will give us an impetus to move to more destinations in next year, for example.
Now, this is not the only digital fair in town. Competition is quite high and steep. How do you actually stay ahead of your rivals in this industry?
I think, to look at them as rivals is probably not the right way, because we are actually not a profit-oriented organization. We are NGOs. So our responsibility is not about money alone, or so to speak, even though it's important that we do make some money to run the organization. But more importantly, is what's our social obligations to the industry, to the nations. How do we promote the industry to achieve the GNI that the government is targeting in, say, 2020? So we don't look at this as a competition. In fact, we look at them if they can promote the industry much better than us, then we will say, go ahead, please do it. In fact, we will leverage on this success. But rightly pointed out in the first question that we definitely have to look at the entire expo today, and not just as from PC perspective, but what's beyond PC, way beyond PCs, the tablets, the wireless, all the technologies to come.
Right, Mr. Woon Tai Hai, Chairman of PIKOM, thank you very much, Mr. Woon, for joining us. We look forward to joining the fair this weekend.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing you all there.
Hopefully we'll get a head start on the draws coming early.
Great. Excellent. Okay,
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you very much.
You're most welcome. And it's amazing what things are being done with technology today.
Yeah.
The mobile banking apps, right, in the US allow you to send money from person to person on your phone. So basically, you don't send it into your account. You send
sounds
it to your phone.
dangerous.
It sounds dangerous, but it's what people want these days.
That's what technology is all about.
That's right.